Woo! Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I don't know why I did that with my hands. I guess it's like, stop scrolling on Facebook. I don't know. So stop scrolling. Hey, it's Ryan and Mark here with DP Marketing.Services. And I'm obviously author of the book on digital marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors. Thanks for tuning in today. Coming at your video, it's kind of a little bit outside of our wheelhouse. All right, so we occasionally get this video or a question that comes up if we're at a trade show or conference about kind of an old school tried and true marketing method that if you were in business in the 70s or 80s, it was probably your default. Yeah. And that is Yellow Pages. Now, I know what you're saying, eye roll, who uses the Yellow Pages anymore? And look.
I've still got a rotary phone.
That's weird. Really?
Yeah.
A rotary phone?
Rotary phone.
With like the whole thing?
Yep. Just to keep my kids from using it.
That's random and weird. Gosh, that'd take forever.
Yes.
Sorry, that stresses me out. So it's a legitimate question. Like, so more and more the stats are the bulk of the market share is going digital. So it's like 86 some odd percent right now is the current thing going to a Google search first before they do anything. The overwhelming majority of those are on mobile devices before they do anything. 3 out of 4 people will visit a Maps location, a G&B location on their phone before they actually visit an in-store location. Look, there's no argument that digital is where people's behavior is going. However, there is a really loyal and specific segment who still uses the Yellow Pages. So, like in some cases, it's not a bad idea to throw into a marketing mix.
Yeah. It's about the mix and the customer that you're reaching. Does the customer go on Google or are they looking at Yellow Pages? There are still people that do it. So if that's the customer segment you're looking for, yeah, Yellow Pages are great.
So like the official number, or at least the last one I saw from the American Marketing Association, was about 3% of people crack open a phone book once a year. So like you can do the math. It's not very much. And I know like at our house when we get the phone book, our kids are like, "What's that?" Like they don't know. However, if your demographic is older, if you are in a community that is less, let's say less technology mobile, yeah. Like high-speed internet isn't quite as available and high-speed cellular signal isn't quite as robust and available, you're probably going to be having customers that are cracking open a phone book more often than the average. We actually have a company we work with who they've been in business a long time, and they get a chunk of leads from the phone book, like a chunk. We track it with call tracking numbers to know that that's actually how those leads were attributed. But you're talking about people over 65, generally speaking, they still feel a lot of comfort cracking open a physical piece of paper that they keep under the sink for when something goes wrong.
Yeah. It's kind of still, they have that physical look. It makes them feel better. Also, I'm going to say it depends how effective is it. I mean, it's use it and analyze it. Don't just use it and go, I'm going to use it every year. Take it and look at it and say, did it pay off?
Yeah.
Did I get customers that were good customers to have?
So like my dad, if you guys bought my book, there's like a whole preface thing about the history of my dad who like in the 80s and early 90s, he had his own pest control company. And one of the things that he did was he got the biggest Yellow Page ad that he could in these like different outlying towns of the Yellow Pages, yeah, with like those city specific prefixes, so we're in Tulsa. So it'd be like Broken Arrow. He'd get like a Broken Arrow phone number and a Broken Arrow big ad in the Broken Arrow phone book. And he got a crap ton of business from just Yellow Pages. Like that was the only thing you would do. And if you've been in business for a while, you probably remember those days where
heyday of Yellow Pages right there.
Yeah, just that's what you do. So it's not throw baby out with the bathwater, but to Mark's point, test it. If you have an older demographic, it's probably something to consider. I wouldn't throw all your eggs in that basket.
Right.
I wouldn't say, hey, 100% of your marketing budget's going to Yellow Pages. As always, we'd say omni-channel. Like use different tools for different jobs so that the overall effect is meaningful. Yeah. So is the Yellow Pages worth it? Bottom line.
Depends on the market.
Depends. Maybe.
Typical salesman. Depends on the market.
Yeah. Maybe's a fair answer, I think.
I mean, if it's effective, it's absolutely worth it. If you're getting great leads off of it, it's worth it. If you're not, then no. Look at other avenues.
Yep. And it's, it's not the cheapest to do yellow page advertising anymore to experiment, but if you can, set aside a small portion of your budget and to see what is it like if you run it for a year or two. Have low expectations. Again, the national average is about 3% crack open a phone book, so don't expect a massive leads. However, know that the leads you do get are probably going to be older in age. They're going to be less technologically savvy. They won't leave a review through Google. They'll probably be more inclined to handwrite a note for you and send it in the mail. It happens, Those are going to be the guys. And so they're still great customers. At a lot of markets, they're underserved customers. Test it out. I'm curious to know what your experience is with the phone pages. In your market, in your experience, is the yellow pages a flop or is it a gold mine? Is it something that you guys have experimented with or is it something you've had a lot of success with? I'm just kind of curious. Or is it even something that in your market, that you have a lot of reason to do it? I'm just curious to hear from you. What's your experience like? As always, guys, leave a comment below, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. See ya.